Hello, welcome to Fordham's beautiful retreat house just outside New York City. My name is Katie Anderson-Quell, one of our campus ministers, and I'm here today with a discernment-focused examen to help you look back and look forward. In the examen today, I'll offer several prompts for reflection and just pause the recording if you feel you need more time for any of the prompts. Let's begin with a few slow, deep breaths. As you breathe in, allow a feeling of deep peace to settle over you. And as you breathe out, let go of any of the distractions or worries that are keeping you from being fully present to this moment now. We begin our examen with gratitude. Look back over your Fordham experience and think about any moments that pop out to you as ones that you're especially grateful for. It could be moments big or small, moments that were joyful or really challenging. But stay with that feeling of gratitude and keep it with you as we go forward in the examen. It's such an important foundation for our prayer because gratitude helps us to see the presence of God's love for us in all of these moments. Next, we'll ask the Holy Spirit for guidance, which you can do in your own words. Ask the Holy Spirit to bring you wisdom to identify the most significant experiences, and courage and humility to evaluate your response to them. But most importantly, ask the Holy Spirit to help you see yourself as God sees you, as someone created in and for love, to see how loved you are. Now begin to look back and review your time at Fordham. What are the significant events that stand out to you from each of your 4 years? Take some time to think about freshman year, sophomore, junior, senior, all of the events and significant milestones that stand out to you. What were the victories, big or small, the rites of passage, the new experiences? What about your favorite classes and projects? The times when you learned a lot about a subject you were passionate about, or discovered your passion for a subject you hadn't considered. The times that you learned so much about the world and your place in it. What about your work experiences and internships? Your extracurricular commitments, service and justice, clubs, sports, and other programs. What about the other stuff that filled your time? Exploring the city with friends, strolls down Arthur Avenue or through the Botans. And what about the friendships and relationships? The people who accompanied you throughout all of these experiences, the people who challenged you. In the next step, I invite you to honestly evaluate your response to these experiences, what they taught you about yourself. How have these things helped you to grow? How have your challenges strengthened you, pushed you? How have your successes consoled and encouraged you? What have they taught you about your gifts? Maybe something you thought you were good at that actually you have to let go of, as painful as that is. Or maybe new gifts that you discovered that you didn't think you had. What have they taught you about the unique ways that you can use your gifts that no one else can? What are your weaknesses, the things that you struggle with? How can your weaknesses be a source of growth? What have you learned about your deepest desires for your life? What are you called to do better? What are the things that lead you away from God or from being true to yourself that you want to put aside? In the next step, make a resolution for going forward. What have you learned about yourself in this examen that you're going to put to use? What are some gifts that you want to put into service? What are some areas where you want to grow? What are the insights about yourself? If you're considering many options for your future, do those insights about yourself make you lean one way more than the other? In your own words, tell God about your resolution. And ask God to accompany you as you move forward. And finally, as our prayer time concludes, come back to that feeling of gratitude. Gratitude for everything that's formed and shaped you over your years at Fordham. Gratitude for this time of insight and consolation in God's presence. Gratitude for all of the gifts and graces you've received. Gratitude for that profound love that God shows you every step of the way, because you are loved just as you are. And wherever you go from here, love will accompany you.